How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and many of you have enjoyed my Hillary Clinton reaction video where she did the interview on CBS. I enjoyed making that, and I'm glad you enjoyed watching it. But I'm not the only one who's getting in on a piece of the pie. You have Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who, by the way, before we even get to the video, which I do have, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is doing a great job as a White House press secretary. And I'm surprised, well, not really surprised. I know why they don't want to cover her as being, I think, the first working mother in that position. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the box. But she's 35 years old. She is Mike Huckabee's daughter, the former governor of Arkansas, and she has 3 kids and she's married. So why not empower her as somebody that's in a high-level position, a very important position in the White House? Why not give her that kind of empowerment? And also to Hope Hicks, who just became the White House communications director, right? I think that was a role recently held by Anthony Scaramucci. So why not empower these nice young ladies who have risen to the ranks in the White House to have very important positions? I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, so I'm going to digress. What I'm going to do right now is go ahead and roll this clip. It's pretty short, but you're going to see Sarah Huckabee Sanders in the White House press secretary. I don't know what that is, a pit or whatever. And she's answering some questions from the audience. And then one question came up and she answered it very well, as she always does. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and roll it. I'll be able to be right there in the corner with you. It's a very short video, but after we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll give you my thoughts about what she said and what others are saying, not just her. So without further ado, go ahead and roll it.
Will the president be reading Hillary Clinton's book?
No.
What does he think about the excerpts that have gotten out so far?
Whether or not he's going to read Hillary Clinton's book, I am not sure, but I would think that he's pretty well versed on what happened.
Yep.
And I think it's pretty clear to all of America. I think it's sad that after Hillary Clinton ran one of the most negative campaigns in history
Yep.
and lost, and the last chapter of her public life is going to be now defined by propping up book sales with false and reckless attacks. And I think that that's a sad way for her to continue this work.
Very well said. Couldn't say no better myself. All right, so you heard what she said there. Pretty short, but to the point, nice and short and sweet. You know, I appreciated what she said and the way she said it, and she always does that. She does very well with the press corps. She answers questions in a way to where it's direct, but at the same time, it doesn't really give her room to mess herself up or, get herself trapped up in a gotcha question. She's very good at what she does, and there should be some more spotlight, shined on her. She's doing great. Her and Hope Hicks and the whole White House staff. People like Omarosa. I saw this story talking about Omarosa has been put on a no-fly list. That's a non-story. At the end of the day, she's still in the White House staff. You just got the guy Kelly in there making a bunch of rules, coming from a Marine background. It's very regimented in how they behave. My father was a Marine, so I know the behavior. Very regimented, very, AB, yes sir, no sir. That's kind of how they are. But at the same time, it's good to have that so you don't have a bunch of chaos in the White House, because at the end of the day, you're talking about managing people. So you got to have certain things in place and certain people in place to be able to make sure that everything flows efficiently, right? Because it's kind of hard to control grown adults. But when you have rules in place, that makes it a lot better. But I digress. Back to what Miss Sarah Huckabee Sanders said. I thought it was great. I thought it was excellent. I think even some of the press corps, they had to laugh, and really, I'm seeing a lot of people come against Hillary Clinton. I even saw the Young Turks come against Hillary Clinton, but that's not really a big surprise. I think the title of their most recent video was similar to mine, talking about she blamed everybody but herself in the new book. So they were in Bernie Sanders' camp, like they campaigned with him. They did some videos with him. They may have been paid by him. I'm not quite sure. So I won't make the allegation, but I'm just saying maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but there is no actual conspiracy behind them working with Bernie Sanders. I mean, that's right there in black and white. You can look at the videos, you can see it, right? Not only black and white, but in full color, 3D, audio, video, etc., so on and so forth, right? But at the end of the day, it was not just the Young Turks. I even saw guys like Seth Meyers. Like, I was seeing that a lot from some of these people that would normally totally be against Trump and really, in reality, should be in Hillary Clinton's corner. A lot of them like Bernie Sanders. A lot of them like somebody that's just not Trump. But you would expect Hillary Clinton in her book to be about what happened in the campaign against Trump. They would be more for her, but that's not quite what it is. I think even at the end of the day, a broken clock is right twice. And also at the end of the day, people can see when somebody's just really being desperate for attention, when they are not taking personal responsibility. And they can also see when somebody is deeply flawed, as what Miss Hillary Clinton is. So I don't have too much more to say. That was a pretty short and sweet clip. Let me know your thoughts about it. Do you think that Sarah Huckabee Sanders did a great job with the press corps here in this clip? And do you also think that she does a very good job normally, just in general? She does a great job being able to speak to the press corps. She does a great job being able to be on shows like The View, et cetera, so on and so forth. Should her position be more celebrated because she is a mother, she has 3 children, and she's working, and she's at a high level position in the White House? Or do you think she did a bad job here? She's just caping for Donald Trump. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.
He's pretty well versed on what happened